this is Max. I'm gonna go show you my backyard garden. Here is a guava tree. Okay. It is already starting to have some smaller fruits, and we have here pomegranate, small plant. It's still very small and it's time to grow. And we got the aloe vera here. Okay. And then we got this vegetables that we're planting along the side. This vegetable here is all organics, so they are growing pretty good. Looks pretty good, but you can see some of the leaves has been eaten by the plant insect or worm or something. Here's another pomegranate tree. This is a big pomegranate tree. You can see the fruits is bearing. Ha! And my neighbor is playing Mexican song. Okay. There you go. Now the pomegranate. And then next to the pomegranate, we got a huge tree. This is probably more than 10 years old. It is a persimmon. And this is those round, large kind of persimmon. As you can see, here it is. This is still very small. Now it's almost the mid of June, and this probably won't be ready until close to November. So it still has a long way to go. And the tree next to it, it's also another persimmon, except this is a different type of persimmon. These are the more like the flat one instead of the round one. Okay, there it is. See the shape, you can tell by looking at the shape. It's more of the flat shape. Okay. And we got some, I don't know what this is, probably like some kind of fruit. Eventually it's gonna grow out from this, see if I can find one. Yeah, so just right below the persimmon tree. Nope, I don't see any fruit here yet, so I won't be able to show you it next time probably. And we have another tree here, which is also been around for quite a while. This is a jujube tree. Okay, you can probably see the tree, the fruit up there. We have 2 jujube trees. So every year it bears a lot of fruits. Alright, so this is one of them, and there's another one, and that's the jujube. And we have this little plant here. I don't know what that's called, but it does have flower. It looks very pretty. When the flower is up, it's nice and rosy and red. And we have another cactus plant right there, aloe vera. Okay, along below this persimmon tree, we got this. I don't even know what you call this, but you know, it is a type of vegetable. You can use to cook, stir fry. Okay, we got another here. Well, this is just plants. These are easy to grow. They need very little water. And we have the aloe vera. So aloe vera is also a good thing. You know, everyone heard of aloe vera. You can use it. You can use the aloe vera flesh to make smoothie out of it too, and for other purposes as well. And look at this. Oh, we got the, I think it's called Longdon fruit. Check that out. This year we're gonna have a lot of fruits. Look at this. Look at just this one here. Look at that. Just one branch. Look at how many little fruits there is. So it's gonna be quite a lot, and it's round. You know, it's round. It's almost like green skin when it gets bigger. I'll update you more on that when it gets a lot bigger. So we have 2 of that tree here in the backyard. So gonna be a lot of fruit this year. Okay, as you can see, we have a lot of aloe vera. Growing a lot of aloe vera. Aloe vera is so easy to grow, and it just spread quite a bit. And here we have little tomato. You see that? The little tomato plants. Several tomato plants, and you know, all this green thing there. A whole bunch of these grows and grows. It's so easy to grow. Just spread. Look at that. Just invading the soil. What is it called? It's called pennyworth. It's probably just worth a penny, but it's very nutritious. If you can extract the juice from that, it's very nutritious for your body. Okay. Coming over here, we got I think these are like squash or melon or something. Now we got here. So this is trying to climb up here. That's the melon. It's a bitter melon plant. It's all trying to crawl up there. So that's a melon plant. Eventually it's gonna get up and invade all this area here. Okay. Alright. And look at that. We got what's that? Is that like a pumpkin? It's almost like a pumpkin there. See? Okay, and we got a whole bunch of lettuce. Oh, a lot of it is, you know, we're eating a lot of it already. And these are pretty much ready to harvest, and we just couldn't eat them in time. There's just so many of them. Okay. And we got a fruit tree here. This is like a Chinese pear. Look at that. Look at how it's growing right there. You know, yeah, it's Chinese pear, and you got quite several fruit there. So this also has fruit every year. Okay, so we got other stuff here. This here has been around almost a couple of years. You know, it's having a hard time growing it. It's a fruit tree. I don't know what it's called. Maybe it's a lychee or something. But we finally put it in a container, tried to save it because it's almost it was almost dying. It looks like it's doing a little bit better. Okay. And I think this is, well, we got on this side, we got the chili plants, tomatoes. This is we got a peach tree here. Well, and this year doesn't have that many fruits. It was like several of them. I think it's probably already ripe and picked. Okay, here's a cucumber. This is more of like the, I believe it's called Japanese cucumber. Look at that. See, here's one of them. It's still very tiny, but it has little like spike, little tiny spike on there. See that? See that? See? Look. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see that clearly. But yeah, it has a lot of spikes on there. See, here's a bigger one. Right down there is a bigger one. See? And these are very crunchy. Yeah, it's very crunchy and goes very well with your salad. Okay. And then I think this is like an orange tree or something. Mostly it doesn't grow very big. These are more like we're using the leaves for cooking, and that gives a really good flavor in the soup. Okay, And we have this lemon tree. Oh, look, it has gotten bigger, taller, probably what, about 5 foot. When we got this, it was almost like a dwarf lemon tree. Yeah, it was about 3 feet tall, and has a lot of lemons every year. You can see the flowers. Look at that, a bunch of flowers. See the lemon? Look at that lemon there. And more lemons over there. It grows a lot. So this year's probably like a whole tree full of lemons again. We got so many lemons, we don't know what to do with them. Sometimes we just give it to the neighbors. Give something to the neighbors. Look at that. And then we got more guava tree. Look at that guava tree. Oh, we have like so many guava tree here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 different guava tree, but some of them are just different type. Do you see the little fruits? Guava fruit there. Okay. More fruits. There's still a little tiny small one. And here's a little bit bigger one here on the guava tree. Tiny little bit bigger one. And then we got another one. We're running out of land to grow fruit tree here, so here's. You gotta put one in a container. See, it's not growing as well because it needs more soil. Look at the leaf; it's not as big, and sometimes it doesn't give enough water as well. But comparing to the one next to it, that starts growing on the soil, has its own place on the soil. Look at the leaves; are huge, right? Much thicker. See. Thicker leaves. Look at that. And then we got to the side, we got green bean. Well, some of them is still starting out. Others we already got. Well, this one is already good for seed. As a seed, to keep it as a seed to grow it again. See, here's a green bean here. It's a tiny little one. You know, these are small one. I'm going to show you. This is a dragon fruit tree. Look at that. We got a whole bunch of dragon fruit tree. Okay, and you know, dragon fruit, it needs a lot of space. See how this is all bunched up. When it bunch up so much, it's having a hard time to produce fruit. See how it keep on having this little one here. It's growing the little tiny one, tiny little baby. So eventually I have to cut these out to make rooms for them, because a whole bunch of them, they're just growing everywhere. And we got a couple of fruits here. Here's one of the fruit. So it's just growing off to the side. See. So this is quite a lot to go. This thing can get as big as maybe over a pound. You know, some that grows pretty big could be a couple pounds. Pound and a half to 2 pounds. So there's another one back there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's hiding between slot back there. See. So this and this dragon fruit is, when you cut it open, once they're ripe, the flesh is like pink color flesh. Okay. You got, what's that, melon, another pumpkins, or I don't see any fruit here. Okay. To the side here we got corn. Look at that. This corn. Now, this is not the ordinary corn that you get from a supermarket. You know, either yellow or white color cob. Okay. This is the one that has multiple colors. the cobs are multiple colors. Some are like purple, orange, and white, and a combination of colors when the corn start to produce. Okay. We got, this is more green beans. You can see that. Okay. We got that tree, that branch here. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be a guava tree, but I think it's dying. So all the leaves are gone. Now we're growing stuff around it to use it as a branch to climb for the green beans to climb, or melons. And we got more corns here. Another corns. So, and another persimmon trees. Look at that. This is a flat one. Flat fruit one. Okay, and next to it we got apples. These are like tiny little apples. They do get big, but look at that. Let me back up a little bit so you can see more of the whole tree. That's a tree. You see a lot of apples. A lot of apples this year. See? Look at that. Let me show you. Look at that. So there's probably too many of them all together. The branch is won't be able to support it. Look at that. See? Got apples this year. A lot of apples. These few ones are much bigger ones. Much bigger ones. Yeah. Okay. And to the side here, yeah, we got more of that. That's the first time I show you. And we got the tomatoes. We got tomatoes. Yeah, tomatoes. Yeah, we got a couple of tomatoes down there. Small, not too big. And more flowers coming out. See? Alright, see, that's my garden. And we got another pomegranate. Oh, this tree has so many fruits every year. Look at that. It's just the branches is having a hard time supporting itself. Yeah, you see that? So many fruit hanging over there. The branches this is not yet. You wait until another month or so. It's gonna be having a hard time keeping that branch up. See? And we got more dragon fruit tree. This is like a whole bunch of them. This hasn't had any flower yet, but I think it's need to be spread out or cut out most of the top, because it just get all bush up. Look at how the bottom is like. So these are the one that has white flesh when the fruit is produced. So this is spaced around maybe 3 foot apart. But if you plan to grow this and want to produce more fruit, it's good to space them about 5 to 6 feet apart, because once they grow up, once the branch spread up, it need more room and more space. See, these are too close to each other, so when they get too close, they don't want to produce food. They just want to keep on producing new stem. Okay, another guava tree. And see how these here, sometimes it can be dug up. That's a pomegranate, and then if it has its own root, you can replant them to another small plants. Well, this is supposed to be a compost box. Hey, look what we got here. Look at that. This is supposed to be spinach. I spread this about a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, look at that, a whole bunch of them, but they're not very big. I don't know, we need to figure a way to grow that bigger, but look at how it started